Create subclass object and then call. Why is not coming? Why is not coming? And change. You can increase just. Okay. Now, okay. Why is coming back? Ray, Babu Ray, Rana. Keep said. It's not your problem, right? So for people who are having problem, I'm asking. Okay. Is it okay now? Okay, no, not okay. Not clear. I am clear myself. Hello. It's clearly coming now. Why is coming, right? So wait for 5 minutes. After the still problem, then we'll find solution. Akadin taggichu. Hey. Don't talk. Okay. So now, what is the first point we discussed? How to create a custom thread. How can we create custom thread? By using thread class object. Create thread class object and call start method. What is the problem in this approach? We cannot execute our own logic. What the solution for this? We have to create a class derived from over logic. Okay. Then next, now create subclass object and call start method. Start method request the JVM to start the custom thread, and then internally JVM calls run method from current thread object so that the run method is executed. Next point is what? Second way of implementing, overriding run method. Define a class implementing from runnable interface. Okay. Now, what is the difference in first approach to second approach? Even you implement the class from runnable interface, object you create, but we cannot call start method. If you call start method, what happens? Compiler searching for start method in my runnable class. In my runnable class, is that method available? No. Then where start method available? Thread class. Then we must create thread object to call start method. Okay. If you call start method by using thread object, run method example, but we want to execute from, then you have to call start method by using thread object by passing my runnable. Then how run method is executing from my runnable class. Simple. Inside thread class run method is called. Okay. I wanted to execute M1 method from M2 method. To execute M1 method from M2 method, M1 method should call inside M2 method, no? M1 method is not available in A class. Yeah, M1 method is available in class A. M2 method is available in class B. From class A, M1 method, I want to execute class B, M2 method. That means I have to call M2 method inside class A, M1 method. Na? Further, what object required? B class object. So we must create B class object, pass that B class object to A class, right? Then with that passed B object inside A class M1 method, we have to call what you call M2 method, right? So what the code we have to write? Let me write small code. Did I ask you explain? Then why you are talking? Don't explain. If I ask, then only explain. I'm saying don't explain. Class A And we have class. Inside class A, we have method called void M1. Okay. Class void M2. Okay. Now I want to execute M2 method from M1 method. In that case, what should we do? We have to call M2 method. To call M2 method, I need reference of B na. If I don't use B reference, then what happen? Search for M2 method in class A. I want to say M2 is available in class B. In that case, I have to use B. It's a non-static method, right? I must create B class object. I should create B1 equal to B1 equal to new B. Okay, then I should write B1 dot M. Voice is clear? Okay. M2 call B1 dot M2 B call. Then what happened when I call B1 dot M2? Search for M2 method in B class available, then executed from B class. Okay. Now I have a small question. Now I am taking class test. Class test. Open bracket, closed bracket, public static void main of string array args. Inside this, I'm creating A1 equal to new A. Okay. Now I'm calling A1 dot M1. Tell me. Now tell me, M method from class B executed? Yes or no? Yeah. So what happened? Now test class create a class object. Then now searching M1 method in A class available. Then inside that B object created. Then B1, M2, M2 method executed from B class. But this is a static nature code or dynamic nature code? Why static nature? This A method is all executed for this local object. Am I right? Yes. Always it is executed for this local object. Now, for example, this B class contains subclass. Class C extends from B. Now, void M2. Tell me now, what is the problem in your implementation? Always M2 method is executed from class only. Tell me, is this A class developer invoked M1 method? Can it executed from class B? No. Extension there or not there? Not there. Tell me, this is a right design or wrong design? Wrong design. So to call M2 method, I means A class developer must not create B class object because the B object is not fixed. Maybe B class object, maybe B subclass object. B object one or two or B or B4. Yes or no? So this M2 method logic should execute any of the B objects or any of the subclass objects. So we have to design the class in such a way the program should be dynamic. How can I make it dynamic? For that, I should create object or I should receive the object. I should receive the object. To receive the object, I have two options are there. Option number one, I have two options are there. Option number one, take the parameter here, BB. Okay, and remove this line and write what here? B dot M. This is one option. Option number one. So in option number one, we have to create B class object, B1 equal to new B, then pass B1 as an argument. Next, tell me. Can create one more object B2, new B, B2. Okay, right. So now tell me M1 method, M2 method call. M1 methods, M2 method call is dynamic or static now? Dynamic. Why? Because M1 method call M2 method with any particular object? No. It's not called with any particular object. So it is always what now? Dynamic. Which object you pass? The M2 method executing for that object. In future, I got C object. Can I create C object? C1 equal to new C. And then A1 dot M1 of C1, right? Tell me. Now, is it clear? So never create object by your own. In a non-static member chapter, I told you must not, as a class developer, you must not create objects by your own. Other class you must not create. Always the objects must be passed at runtime. Okay? Tell me. First, we can pass at runtime as a method argument. But there is a small problem here in this approach. In this approach, if you take method parameter, if this is my method, I can take as a parameter. But this class is implementing, class A implements some interface I1. In this interface I1, the method M1 is defined as a no para method. If M1 method is my own method, I can take parameter. But this M1 method is not my method. It is a M1 method. I am inheriting from where? Interface. Then can I take parameter to it? Not possible. Then what should I do? I have to create object. B equal to new B. Then tell me, if I create B equal to new B, then if you call B dot M2, again this method become static nature code. Then how can I make it as dynamic? Reflection. Come on. Is this program connecting to keyboard? And then how can I say reflection API? Reflection API meant for reading the class name, load the class name from keyboard or from the file. It is interacting with other class. Then how can I use reflection API? Come on, think. If I take method, a direct object becomes static nature. So this is wrong idea. Remove it. Now we should not change the internal code. B dot M only I should take. I must the object from test class only. I must not create object in class A. Then how can we receive the B class object from test class into A class? Which class? B class? Whom? You only said again, sorry, you are saying, you said extends.
Class A extends B implements A1.
Why class A should extend class B? Think again and tell me. When you have to extend a class from other class? For calling methods or for reusing? For reusing purpose or for extending purpose? Class A want extend class B. Then why I should implement? I want to access the B class member. Why I should you extend? If you want to provide any implementation to method of class B or extending the function class B, I should extend. And for reusing, why I should require? What is the concept? Did you guys understand the concept? I must take class B object into class A. If you want to take object from one class to another class, I must have parameter. Now, in which method you want that object? M1. Inside M1 method, can I have parameter? No, because it is not my own method. And then in other receive object as an argument into my method. Inner class. Inner class is meant for representing inner object of outer object. Then where is the argument purpose inner class here? Girls, anybody? Wait. Anyone? I take an object or what I required parameter. So tell me, think from the parameter point of view and tell me the answer for this question. Come on, think. Online students, what are you doing? Expecting answer from everyone. Did you people understand my question? I want to take an object into my method as an argument. A object can be taken as an argument only by parameter. This point, Nona?
Yes.
Tell me. Parameter. Parameter available to whom and whom? We have parameters to whom? Sorry? To the method we can have parameter. Now in this scenario, can I have parameter to the method? No, because it is not my own method. It is a overriding method. Overriding method. Now through this method, I cannot have parameter, right? So then what should I do? Okay. Okay, void M2, M3, let me take void M3, open bracket, closed bracket. Now what do you write? B. Then? Okay. B, semicolon.
Then we can access B variable in M1 class.
Sorry?
We can access B variable in M1 method also.
Okay, done. Where I have to write? Test class where? Line 1, line 2, line 3, line 4. Here. Then these method calls are compiled errors, no? Okay. Tell me. I removed parameter because M1 is a non-parameterized method. I remove parameter. Next. Three method. Pass C1 object. Next. We have to call A1 dot M1. Then what about these? Here. If I don't comment, what happened? If I don't comment, what happened?
ये वाला कोड कंप्यूटर आता है
Why you are confusing? Huh?
तो उसको वहाँ पर दो सी वन वाली 19
That's it. Where is confusion? Tumri fella. Okay. Khatam. Then why you are confusing? Hey, only confusing. If you say mind to the confused, confuse. Why you confusing your brain? Don't confuse. That's it. Khatam. Problem solved. That's what I am expecting. You answered right. Then why you are confusing? You finished the task. This is what I expected. All the people tell me. I need to pass object of one class to another class. Then what I required? Parameter. To whom parameter is allowed? Parameter is allowed to a method. Okay. Now, when I take parameter to a method, to which method I need the B object? To the M1 method. M1 method is, if it is a my1 method, I can define parameter. But if I take parameter to M1 method, compiler throw error because it is a overriding method from the interface. Interface method doesn't have parameter. Then what is the solution? Yeah. You cannot drink something in your house, but in your friend room alone, anyone can stop you? Yeah. Because in your house, your parents are there, you cannot enjoy. You can go to your friend room, enjoy there, sleep there for that night, and the next day, once you come out from the hangover, then come back to the home. Problem solved. So this method is not allowing to have parameter. You define another method, take the parameter. That's what again and again I'm telling you. My question has answer. You are using your brain and confusing. Don't use your brain. Always I will give you clue. Parameter, where I can have parameter to a method. Now this method can have parameter. No. Then what to do? Take another method. Then now if you take another method parameter, the passed argument to M3 method available only in M3 method. Now, how can we use this method argument in another method? In methods chapter, I told you. In variables chapter, I told you. How can we use local variable of one method in another method? Two options. From this method to this method, pass as a argument or store at class level by using static, non-static variable. Tell me once again, variable chapter coming. Wherever you go, variables, static, non-static members chapter will come. Wherever you go in Java, everywhere you take multi-threading, collections, exception handling, servlet, JSP, Spring, any nonsense chapter you take, these three chapters only will come. If these three chapters, if you don't practice and remember, then you cannot design your applications. You cannot develop the code. So change your mind and practice again. So now, can I pass from M3 to M1 method as argument? No. If there is a chance to pass arguments, why I need this method? Okay, what is the second option? Can I store this parameter at a class level? Yes. Once I store at class level, is that object scope is increased from M3 to class level? Then can I use it inside M1 method? Yes. So this is the design of the class A to receive B class object as an argument. All people understood? Yes. Second point. Once you take this object as an argument, then next problem starts. What is the next problem? How to pass that object as an argument? What is my target? Calling only M1 method. But if you call only M1 method, control will go to M1 method and there is a chance we'll get null pointer exception. Yes. Then you should handle that null pointer exception here because there is a chance you will call M1 method without calling M3 method. If you call M1 method without calling M3 method, null pointer exception will come. So what I should write now here?
Write it.
If B not equal to null, how to handle null pointer exception? Why you want try? Why you are getting exception? Why you are catching it? Can't you stop coming it? If B not equal to null, B dot M2. Tell me now. If I call M1 method here, okay, without passing B object, I call B object I created. Okay, B object I created, but without passing B object, I call M1 method. Then what happen? Exception will come or will not come? Will come or will not come? Why? M1 method you call, control come to M1. Here inside M1, if B value what? Null. Null equal to null? Not equal to null? False. B not equal null false. So BM2 method called or not called? Null pointer exception will not come out, come out. Any output or no output? No output, right? We have B object. So I call M1 method without passing B object as an argument, then M1 M2 method not executed. Again I call A1 dot M1 method. Again what happened? Same, no output. Now A1 dot M3 of C1. Now C1 object will go to M3 method. Now in the M3 method, this dot B equal to B. Now the past B object argument is stored at a class level in the B variable or not? Then C object available in M3 method or C object available in A1 object? C1 object in one object B variable. Then dot A1 M1. Control will come with which object? A1. Only A1 or A1 with B1? Sorry. A1 with C1. Then control come to M1. Now if B, inside B, value is null or C object there? Tell me now. C object not equal to null. True, right? To method now executed from which class? C class. Because in B object, in C B variable, what object is there? C. Then from here, the control will come to C class logic execute. Here, how many concepts are there? Number 1, inheritance. Number 2, polymorphism. Number 3, what relation? This relation. As a relation, right? Next, you call M2 method of which class? B. Executing from which class? C. What is this? Runtime polymorphism. Overriding and runtime polymorphism, right? And next, now you are passing object as an argument. What this concept? Pass by value. So tell me, whatever you have learned up to now means complete object oriented programming is available.
Yes.
So practicing, remembering concepts and implementing the concept is very, very important. And now finally tell me, there is a chance that you may forget passing C object as an argument to this class or not? Because you taken it as what? Method. If you take method, there is a chance that we may forget. So you can you are not monkey, right? Sometimes if you maybe right. Here we may forgot to call M3. As I beat M3. A class. To guarantee, we have another option called what? Constructor. If I take parameterized constructor, tell me, while creating an object, people will verify what constructor is available in the class. Then now I found B parameter constructor. Then here what will be right? This dot B equal to B. Everyone understand? Tell me. Now you ask constructor. I mean, if you provide a constructor, the test class programmer will verify. While creating a class object, what constructor available, he will verify. What constructor is available? Parameter. Oh, I should pass a B type object. B type object and class object only, B subclass also. B or B subclass. Anything we can pass. Then now tell me. Here while A object creation, what I pass now? B1. Compulsory or optional? Compulsory or optional? Why? Because in this class we have only parameterized constructor. If you don't pass argument here, compiler will throw error. So finally tell me, if you are overriding a method, into that method I need to pass argument, it will not allow you to pass as an argument because it is a non-parameterized method. Then what is the solution? You must take constructor help. You must take constructor help. You must define a constructor. You must create instance variable and constructor. Initialize that instance variable by a constructor. We will call constructor first or method first? Method first. Constructor first or method first? Volume 1A, I will give first answer wrong, second answer right, because you don't know anything. Volume 1B, sometimes first option, sometimes second option. Volume 2, always first answer is right answer. Are you following? Catching my point? So, I want to confuse you so that you will give correct answer or not, I want to check. If you give wrong answer, definitely I'll scold you, no doubt. Okay. So finally, hope you got some idea on this. Jay, now you tell me, this entire diagram is nothing but our multi-threading chapter.
Yes.
Tell me, what is I1? According to multi-threading chapter, I1 is what? What is this M1? What is this A? What is this I1? What is this M1? Must be public. What is this B? Runnable target. Now target not equal to null. Target dot run. Observe here. There are two run methods are there. The run method is a override method coming from runnable interface. This internal run method is the run method of same thread class. Come on. Is this run method a call? Is the run method of thread class? No. This run method is the run method of the other implementation class of runnable interface, my runnable class method. Okay, now my runnable class method it is, right? So target.run you call. This run method is the run method of the object which is available inside target. Then tell me, now how the target value will come into this non-static variable? We have constructor. Tell me, this target variable is declared as private and this will be defined as public. Public A place what is coming? Thread, and B place what is coming? Runnable target. Okay, and what will be there? This dot target equal to target. Okay, now next method. Tell me, who is this M3 method now? This is start method. Public void start of open bracket. It contains a logic. It contains a logic to request. Okay. Now it has the logic to request the JVM to start custom thread and call run method of thread class. Whenever JVM call run method of thread class, internal logic is what? Verifying is there any target object in the target variable. If the object is there, run method call from there. All people understand thread class? Confused now? Okay na?
तो टारगेट की जगह टास्क
That is the latest version. right? Now tell me, who is this B class? Runnable interface. Tell me. Now the C class is my runnable. Implements runnable, and this is run. And what logic we write here? System dot out dot println of double quotes run. Okay. Now tell me. First, what object we create here? My runnable. MR equal to new. Then here anything but thread class. Passing MR. Now tell me. MR is passed as an argument to constructor. MR is passed as an argument to constructor. Then inside constructor, the past MR object is stored in the current object target variable first step. Now tell me. Now the thread object is just a thread object or thread object with the my runnable object. Okay. Then next. Next what you're calling A1 dot start. Right? A1 dot or nothing but TH1 dot start. And tell me, when you call TH1 dot start method internally calls thread object TH1 dot run. It is calling a JVM calling. It is requesting JVM to call TH dot run. When I call TH1 dot run, now control is going to which class? Thread class run method. Inside thread class run method, this variable is stored. What object? My thread object, my object. Thread class object with reference 2020. Right? Tell me. Target variable this dot target. What is this dot target value? In null, my runnable. My runnable null, not null. Then true. Control is coming here. This dot target dot run. My runnable dot run method execute. So totally how many run methods are executed? 2 run methods. One is all you guys understand the internal design, how it is called? Tell me. In single short statement, I want you to tell how run method is executed from my runnable class. Don't say automatically by JVM. That is wrong answer. What you should say? Run method is executed from thread class. Sorry. When you call thread object dot start method requires JVM call run method of thread class. Inside thread class run method, we have run method call to call from passed class run method. We have run method call to the on the passed runnable object. So that this run method explanation you must give to interviewer. How run method is executed from my runnable object, because inside implementing run method or overriding run method, runnable class run method call is there. So the past object is so that run method is executed from past runnable object. Everyone understand?
Yes.
Can you explain this point now to the interviewer?
इंटरफेस रनेबल पास जाएगा क्योंकि टारगेट रनेबल चाहिए तो रनेबल पास जाएगा वहां पे
Everyone understood? Whatever I have written here, you can also write. I requested you go through the source code. How I have written all these things by looking into source code only. So methods you have to work out just to extract from the source code and write. In the latest version, the name is not target. The name is task. Because what run method is doing? Run method is performing one task. Which task you want to execute? The task execute. That's it. Because olden days, before Java 8 version, we have to pass object as an argument. From Java 8 version, with lambda expression, we are not passing object, direct passing logic. Slowly performing what task? Slowly people terminology changing to what? Task. That's why the variable name changed to what? Task. Okay. So all these points are there in the material also. Hope you can go through once. Maybe already have seen. So what the final conclusion? How run method is executed from my runnable class? Run method is executed from my runnable class because inside thread class run method, my runnable class run method call is there. So final question, how run method executed from my thread class? Because it is overriding. Next, how run method is executed from my runnable class? Because it is calling from thread class run method. Thread class run method. That's it. Done. Okay. The next we discussed about what is the meaning of concurrent flow of execution. Further, we have taken for loop to understand the concurrent flow. And next, we understood, can I call run method by myself? Yes. Then what the flow of execution? Sequential. Custom thread not created. Can I call both run and start method? Yes. If you call both run and start method, what happens? Run method, start method, 2 times run method is executed. First sequentially, then custom thread run method, execution started only after main method run completed. Then inside custom thread run method, remaining logic of main method executed concurrently. Can I call first start and then run? Yes. Then start and run methods are executed concurrently, right? Next. Next, then we started understanding. I think this is the last program, right? Yeah. One more, I think, needs to be there. Yeah, can I call start and run? Yes. So these are the points we have discussed. And very important point, can I call start method after for loop? Yes. If I call start method after for loop, what is the problem? Sequential flow of execution we will get. Okay? Done. Now, next point, let us understand. Up to now, I hope I gave revision also. All points you understood. If you have any confusions, meet me after class. Now I'm taking same class, my 35. Up to now, we have understood how to start custom thread. Only one custom thread I have created. Now I want to create multiple custom threads. Possible or not possible? Possible. I can create multiple custom threads. Tell me, to create multiple custom threads, what should I do? Simple. If you want to create custom thread, just object creation sufficient, I have to call start method. So who create custom thread? Start. I want 2 custom threads. So I'm calling start method 2 times. Possible or not possible? Not possible. Why not possible? I want 2 custom threads. So I call start method 2 times. Possible or not possible? Not possible. Tell me, you wanted to travel from Secunderabad to Amirpet. Okay, morning, you bought ticket and traveled. Tomorrow morning also again you want to come. Can I use yesterday ticket to travel tomorrow? No. Conductor will catch you. Same bus, same conductor, same driver, same passenger. Can you travel yesterday? Can you use yesterday ticket? Here, the bus is thread, custom thread. Okay, thread of execution. Now you want to travel in this bus by using the same ticket. Ticket is what? Object. By using the same object, can you start your journey again? No. If we start journey, that is illegal. Tell me, your body, single body, thread, can have 2 souls? You already have soul, no, one soul, now your soul, one soul, okay? Some other soul also trying to come into your body. Possible or not possible? Then it will become Vikasa Kanchanana. Did you watch the movie Kanchana? 3 souls will be there inside Kanchanana. So tell me, is it possible to have one body, multiple souls? No. This is a soul. So by using single one soul, one body, you have multiple. If you try to start multiple threads from the same object, what will happen? Compile time error, runtime error. There is no compile time error. Why? Because it's a method call. Compiler don't know what happened inside the method. Compiler will verify simply, is start method available in my thread class? Yes. Then it's compiled. Then who will find this start method call second time is wrong? JVM. Huh? JVM. Then JVM will throw exceptional chapter completed. Exceptional chapter completed. Then why you are giving stupid answer? Why JVM throw exception when you call method? Is it an operator to throw exception? JVM throw exception only two situations. Number one, when it has JVM level memory problems, or second, if it has operator level problems. Tell me, you are calling what now? Start method. It is a method. When you call method, you got exception. That means who is throwing exception? JVM or that method logica? Why JVM will throw exception, Rabai? Again, I'm asking question. Why JVM will throw exception? Is there any problem in the memory? Then why JVM throw exception? For one thread, one object you create. That is the restriction of which class? Thread class. Thread class restriction it is. Why JVM throw exception? Is there any problem in the JVM? Any memory problem? Why JVM exception? All you catch my point?
Yes.
Exception handling chapter completed. You should have clarity. When I ask who is throwing exception, there are two people will throw exception. JVM and developer. I call the method. Who developed that method? JVM. That method is API. That's not part of language. It's not part of JVM software. If it is a part of JVM software or if it is a part of language, then JVM has exception throwing statement. But it is a method call. Now, I call next int method. I am passing the string as a input to the next int method. Now, the next int method throw exception. That means in the first chapter is a JVM throwing exception. But now after exception handling completed, you have maturity. When a call method, exception coming means who is throwing exception? That method a developer throwing exception by using which keyword? Throw. Throw following by new input mismatch exception. Internally, they have condition. After taking the value from the keyword, they are verifying, is this value matched or input or not matched input or not. Then that method developer throwing exception by using throw keyword. All you guys understand? Now, when you call start method internal has a logic. Is it adopted? This adopted already thread of execution started. Then one more thread of execution should create or should not start? Should not start. Then that if condition should be available in JVM software or in start method? In start method. Correct my point? So that internally contains the condition to verify thread of execution already started or not. If started, throw exception. If not started, start now. So who is throwing exception? Start method. Simply say what? Start method. The start method will throw exception. Observe now the code. Start method. So what is this synchronized? I didn't understand. Why are you seeing? I'm not seeing. Blur it. Only you have to read public void start. That's it. What is the situation of your business? Start method. There is if condition. If thread status not equal to 0, thread has a status 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 status are there. Okay, or 4 status are there, or 7 status are there. Least bother. If 0, that means what? Thread execution not started. If not 0 means 1, 2, 3, 4. That means what? Already started. So inside start method, as a first statement, we have condition to verify whether thread already started. If already started, then throwing exception. Who is throwing exception? Start method. JVM start method. Now this exception will come to customer Everyone. Start method is throwing exception. Now this exception coming to which thread? Main thread or custom thread? When exception is throwing from M1 method, exception will be propagated to which method? Calling method. Who is the calling method of main method? Okay. Now the main method, where is main method line number 17 got what? Exception. And tell me, next lines of the main method executed or terminated? Terminated. Now tell me, normal termination or abnormal termination? It's a abnormal termination. Hope you all understand now. Look at that. Main start and then thread main. Exception is in thread main. So tell me why JVM showing the thread name from which the exception is rising? Because there are multiple threads are there. Developer should know from which thread the exception is coming, no? Then go down. Illegal thread state exception, start method, line number 79. 793. From here, exception came to where now? Main method, line number 70. Everyone understand?
Yes.
Now my question. When I call start method 2 times, for the first call start method, thread execute, okay. For the first start method call, thread of execution already ready, na?
Yes.
For second start method call, exception we got. Tell me, because of the exception, already ready to execute custom thread terminated or not terminated? Thread is an independent flow of execution. If one thread got problem, any effect to the second thread? No. Every thread has its own flow of execution. Tell me, when I write M1 mt1.start method, what happened here? Thread is ready to execute and then go into the next line, execute mt1.start. When you call mt1.start, then exception is raised. Then at this number, main thread execution is terminated. Then JVM also shut down? No. Why? Already JVM is waiting for other thread to run. Na? Then JVM takes the custom thread and start running the execution. Hope you all understand now. So tell me, can I call start method on the same object multiple times? No. If I call multiple times, what happened? Start method will throw exception. The start method throwing exception will affect to custom thread or currently running thread. Currently running thread execution is terminated. Okay. Next, because of first start method call, custom thread already ready to execute. After main thread execution completed, custom thread will be executed. What is my target of this program? Getting exception. My target is creating multiple custom threads. Now you think, how to create multiple custom threads? I want multiple journeys. For every journey, you have to buy new ticket. If you wanted to start new custom thread, you must use new thread object. As many new custom threads of execution you want, those many new objects you have to create. Clear my point?
terminated होगी जब भी अब कस्टम थ्रेड के पास जाएगा.
Abnormal termination is JVM, only thread. One thread terminated, what the problem of the thread? There are many students are there. One student gets some problem, he left the class. What the problem to you? No problem. When you have to stop terminate, when your execution is terminated, when I stop, who am I? JVM. If JVM is terminated, other threads also terminate. That's when exceptional link operator don't call system.exit of 0. If you call system.exit of 0 in one thread, is not terminating current thread, it terminating entire JVM. Other threads also will be terminated. Observe now here. I'm trying to my thread 1. Okay, I have to change the class number. So I cannot call start method. Now what I should do? I should create my thread MT2 equal to new my thread MT2 dot start. Clear? Tell me now. So for this thread of execution, this object. For the second thread of execution, this object. What the thread status value in this thread? 0. Then start call. Started 0, change it to 1 or 2, whatever number. Next year, another new thread object means thread status value again 0. Na? Then we call start method. This thread value 0. Thread of execution is again started and execute. So what is the output of this program? Main start. Thread object is created, ready to execute. Then second thread object created in heap area. Second thread of execution created in Java stacks area. Are you able to visualize?
Yeah.
In Java stacks area, already one thread is main thread is running. Then in addition to main thread, new thread is ready to execute side with what name? Again, object is created in heap area. MT2 dot start. Then one more thread of execution is ready to execute with what name? Thread-1. Then main and main method completed. Main thread is terminated. Then JVM shut down. After main thread completed, JVM shutdown. JVM shifting to custom thread. Then first custom thread, second custom thread now executing concurrently. In both the custom threads, which logic executing? Run method. Look at that. Custom thread completed, custom thread completed. First custom thread 1, second custom thread 1. 1, 1. Okay, both threads are executing concurrently. Everyone understand that?
Yes.
So how can I create a multiple custom threads? Call start method on multiple times on the same object. There are two design models are there. Model 1. Single class, multiple instances. Single class and multiple instances. Single class means single subclass. Single subclass and multiple instances. Then if I follow this design model, there is a one problem. All people identify. No compile time error, no runtime error. There is a small design problem there. What is the problem? In all custom threads, same logic is loaded and executed. Understand that? In all threads, same logic is executed. Executing same logic in all threads, legal or illegal? Illegal. And if I ask a question, you will choose. I already told you, volume 2 textbook, first answer is right. Why are choosing illegal? Okay, if it is a illegal, how the program is executing? JVM will throw error or not?
Not a good practice.
Not a good practice. Not a good practice. Yeah, I want to execute same logic. Every day you are coming to class last 5 months, no? Now it's a good logic or bad logic? Tell me, yeah. And you will come daily, same logic is running, but what? Same logic with a different inputs, not appearance, inputs. Yesterday we discussed one topic, today we are discussing another topic. You are executing same logic called discussion. Are you discussing or teaching her? Teaching her. That's why you are never become as a software engineer, a worst fellow. We are not, I am not teaching, you are not learning. We are discussing the subject. If you come to the class with a mind, I need to discuss. If you want to discuss, you need to remember previous topics. So I should remember to discuss the previous topic. If you have that mind of discussion, then you will understand everything. Okay, I never change you, you never change. So tell me, every day you are coming to the class for learning. Happy? Yeah?
Yes.
Not learning, listening. You are direct every day coming to listen. Yesterday one topic, today another topic, tomorrow another topic. Tell me, every day you are performing same operation called listen with new input. So tell me, executing same logic repeatedly required a executing same logic multiple threads is required or not required? Required. Valid or invalid? Valid. Then when you are executing same logic in multiple custom threads, two problems are there. You are executing with same inputs or different inputs. Sometimes I want to execute with the same input. Sometimes I want to execute with different inputs. Understand?
Yes.
So tell me, this program is executing with the same input or different inputs? Same input. First thread 1 to 20, second thread 1 to 20, third thread also 1 to 20. Now I want you rewrite this logic into online students today in full deep sleeping mode. About online students, fully deep sleeping mode. Hello, hello. Babu, Babu, online students. Test match not there. చెప్పాడు చిల్లక చెప్పినట్టు చెప్పారు we will lose the match, don't waste time అని విన్నారా నా మాట? Did you listen my point? You didn't believe me, right? I told you, no, we will lose the match, don't waste time. I know, you know. Okay. Why I know? How did I guess that we'll lose the match? Reason number one. It's not overconfidence. There is no experienced bowler for us. There is no experienced bowler in our team. No Bumrah, no Ashwin. Second, last 3-4 months we are playing only T20 matches. Our batsmen are T20 batsmen only. So, you know, getting the runs only the target, not keeping the wicket. Right? And next, all our bowlers also T20 bowling only practice. Test bowling is different. T20 bowling is different. Okay. So that's why we will lose the match, I told. But our people given a good fight. Okay. Na? So come back to the subject. All right. So finally, tell me now, look at here. I wanted to execute this for loop in first thread. I want to execute in first thread 1 to 10 iterations only. In a second thread, I want to execute 1 to 20. 1 to 10, 1 to 20. Tell me now. How to execute? I want to tell to this thread or a threader, execute my logic, iterations 1 to 10 only. Execute my thread 1 to 20 only. How can I tell? For that purpose, I should not hard code the value here, na?
Yes.
This value, condition value, I should hard code a take from the user. From where? Keyboard. Keyboard. Is it a keyboard program? Is it a end user program? Don't tell cocknable stories. Before giving answer, think and give answer. Again repeating. This program is reading the value from the keyboard? No. It should read value from main method. Means the caller, whoever starting the thread, he should tell, array threader, I want to execute 1 to 10 iteration. That means this 10 must pass from main method. So here I am taking, if you want to pass any value at runtime and substitute, I must take variable. Everyone should participate and tell. Now I am taking X variable. Compiler will throw, where is X? I should declare X now. I am declaring X, int X. Variable is not initialized. I must initialize variable. Initializing variable 20. Hard coded. What the use of it? Right? Instead of taking variable, directly mention the 20 there. What the use of it? Right? Then now I want to take a hard coded value or take value from the user. Then I have to take parameter. No? If I take parameter, any compile time error? If I take parameter to the run method, is there any compile time error? Everyone. Why? Run method is a overriding method. If I add parameter, is it considered as a overriding or overloading? Overload, right? When it is a overloading, start any compile time error? No. Can I overload superclass method in the subclass? Yes. Now when I call start method, it is requesting JVM to call parameter run method or no parameter run method? No parameter run method, right? Bhaiya, Spexer, leave the class. First. Tomorrow, if I see you in the class, again I'll ask you to get out from the class. Don't come from tomorrow. Playing in the mobile happy. Understood? Then why is been the class? Waste of the time now. I don't want to get any angry and no disturbance to the people who are not listening. I'm sending them out. Good idea, na? So that my blood pressure will be under control. Your time will not be wasted. Within 1 minute, okay, we will come back to the subject. If you don't listen, I'll send you out from the class. This is implementing in all classes. So that people who want to be lazy in the class, they will go to online, join the online and enjoy their classes. Okay. Offline, if you come, you have to study. That is only the solution in my class. Okay. Now tell me. So now mt1.start if I call, it is requesting JVM to call which method? No param run. JVM internally calling no param run. No param run available in our class. Then will JVM throw any error? Searching in thread class. In thread class, run method is available. What logic? No logic. Thread class has a logic, Ray. What is the logic? Just now, today only you have seen the logic of run method, Rabbi Gajnesh. If a task not equal to null task dot run. Tell me, now task is null or not null? In our current object, task is null or not null? Not null. Did you assign any value? Did you pass any argument to store in the task variable? No, right? Then task variable value what? Null, no? So now not equal to null, true. True or false? False. Then nothing is executed. No output will come on the console. I have to change. We'll get output only main start and main end. Run method is executed from thread class 2 times. Tell me, you want to execute run method from thread class or our class? And then must be no parameterized method. It should be overriding method. Right? Tell me. Then how can I take that X value? Come on, today only I told you. If I want to take a argument to a overriding method, then if you unable to take as an argument, I have two options, via other method or via construct. If I take via method, there is a chance I may forget to call and it is not executed. Okay. Then what is the solution to this problem? I have to choose constructor. Now I am choosing constructor. Now tell me, I have to take private int x. Then public my thread. Yeah, public is not required, just I'm writing. Then next int x, this dot x equal to x. That's all. Tell me, when you define a constructor with a parameter, I am forcing the user to pass argument. Now I am passing what argument here? 10. And here what argument? 20. And tell me, if I pass 10 here, if you pass 10 here, that will pass to constructor and stored in this empty one object x variable contains 10. Then when you call start method, JVM calling run method. Now run method is called with a 10 object now means empty one object. Inside empty one x value 10. In the first thread, x value is what? 10. Now second thread, now again 20 stored in this new object with what value? 20. Then start method call. Again run method is loaded in first thread or second thread? Second thread is you accessing x value from empty1 or empty2 na? Empty2. Empty2 dot x. For the empty2 dot x value 20. So we'll get first thread 10 times executed, second thread 20 times executed. 20 and empty1, empty0, 10. Look at that. Empty0, 10, empty1, 20. Everyone understand that? Tell me. When you go to bank, all customers are performing same operation. Deposit na? Deposit, 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 deposit. Same operation is executing in multiple counters. That means same logic executing concurrently from multiple threads. With the same inputs or different inputs? Different inputs. In first counter, account one, cash, deposit cash is different. Second counter, same logic, different account number and different amount. Hope you understand now. Tell me, is it real-time requirement or not? So I just taken dummy example which you can easily understand. Now I want you rewrite the same code for bank application by your own. Will you develop? Tell me. If I take model 1, single subclass, multiple instances, here we can execute it in we can execute only same logic in multiple custom threads. But in my project, there is a chance that I need to execute different logic now. Yes. Everyone understand? I need to execute different logic. Then if you want to execute different logic, then I need one run method or multiple run methods? Multiple run methods. Can I override run method in multiple times run method in single class? Then I need multiple subclasses. Test 11 underscore multiple threads underscore model. Right up. I want you to develop the project. Model 2. Multiple subclasses, multiple instances. Right up. This is assignment. Develop multiple custom threads. Develop multiple custom threads to run 2 tasks. Or I can say develop 2 custom threads. Task 1. Adding 1 to 20. Tell me.
Minus 1.
How many classes you are writing? Class? First one? Add thread. Extends the thread. Next. Run. Into sum. Okay. By class level. Okay. Then what the problem? You want to use the sum variable in multiple methods or only in one method? Then why class level? If you want to use this variable in multiple methods of this class, then class level. You want to use only in one method, now? Then only in one class, inside a method. Okay. For int I equal to 1, I less than equals to 20, I plus plus. Sum equal to sum plus I. System dot out dot print double quotes. Addition plus sum. Right? Next. Subtract. Sub. Okay. I want that. In every iteration, I want to display. I don't want final value. Then I can understand concurrent flow. No? Concurrent flow, I want to see that. Next. Now go to main. Create. Add a thread. 80 equal. New. Add thread. बाहर आए क्या? क्यों बाहर? Final value is final output, na? Why you want 2 times again? Subthread. 80 dot start. ST dot start. Right?
Yes, sir.
Everyone written up?
Yes, sir.
Any doubts? No doubts? Paka? You want sequential or concurrent? Concurrent. Yes, everyone. Any doubts? So we want to execute 2 different logic concurrently. For that, we have created 2 subclasses. First subclass, first task. Second subclass, second task. And then main method for starting the 2 threads. Done. Clear? Okay. Shall I ask a question? As a developer, your job is completed by writing program, compile and see output, or your job started after seeing output? What the job started after seeing output? Is my output, your given output, same or not? You have to check. Array, I have asked you, add numbers 1 to 20. Okay, you are adding 0 to 20. Hello, I have asked add 1 to 20, but you have added 0 to 20. Right? What I ask you, developer, whatever you want, you developed. I asked subtract 1 to 20, you subtracted 0 to 20. Subtracting 1 to 20, 0 to 20, output will be same. Unfortunately, adding 1 to 20, 0 to 20, same. Let me decrease this values to 3 numbers. Okay? Now tell me. 0 plus 1, 1. 1 plus 2, 1 plus 2, 2 na? 3. 3 plus 3, 6. Okay? Done. Tell me. If I take subtraction to 3, what I am asking to subtract? 1 to 3 na? 0 to 3 na? I asked. But you are subtracting 0 to 3. 0 minus 1. Minus 1 minus 2. Minus 3 minus 3. Right or wrong? According to your logic is right. But according to my requirement? Open calculator. 1 minus 2 minus 3 minus 4 is the output. But what your output you are giving? So whatever you learn from your childhood is blunder or not? Add the sum of the digits available between 1 to 100. Every college lecturer, every institute trainer teaching you, sum equal to 0, I value 1, I less than or equals to 100. No student is questioning. No faculty questioning. Output aaya na? Aaya. What question is there? What program is there? All people realize that? So writing sum 0, right or wrong? Wrong. Sorry. Addition or subtraction, okay. If you take multiplication,
You know, all
final output is 0. Wonderful, na? So you have to start from 1. Index value start from 2. Okay. Here start from 1. Index value 2. This is the right logic. So if enter ask a question, add two numbers. Don't say from 0. Start from 1. Subtraction also 1. Multiplication also 1. So what with what starting number he told, that number should be the sum initial value. Okay, got clarity? A mistake you committed, correct it. Okay, when you write this logic, pakka the interviewer by seeing this question, he will get shocked. Hey, because every textbook, everywhere, what the value will be there? Sum equal to 0, sub equal to 0. But what you written? 1, index number start with the 2, he will definitely get shocked and he will call you for next round. Hey, what logic you written? Some value 0, na? What question you ask? 0 to 20 or 1 to 20? 1 to 20. Then how can I write 0? Start from 1 now. You told start from 1. Some value 1. 1 plus next value 2. Okay. So that way you have to give explanation. Correct your mistake. 3, 6, minus 1, minus 1. Correctly coming as per calculator. Correct your mistake. You have written sum 0. Change it to 1, 1. 1 or 2 for loop 2. So this much minute, small points also you have to consider. Blindly, you should not answer. Remember addition logic I told you, add two numbers and, find a given number even or odd. That time I told lot of Amirpet Tumri code I have corrected. Add method has only one statement. Return number mod 2 equal to, not equal to, equal to 0. That's it. That only generated true, that only generated false. You don't need to write if condition return true or false. So can I expect all the people got clarity on how to create multiple custom threads?
Yes.
Yeah, I have explained you 3 concepts. No, 4 concepts. Number 1, first I explain the internal flow of my runnable. How the MR run method is executed. MR run method is executed because inside thread class run method, target or run method call is there. Second point. If I am overriding a super class method, if I need to pass argument to it, we cannot pass. We have to pass it in other way, either via constructor or via method. If you pass via method, there is a chance you may forget to call. So good idea is choosing constructor. Next, second point we discussed. If I call start method, if I want to start multiple custom threads, we have to call multiple start methods. If I call start method multiple times on the same object, then we will get exception, because start method calling on multiple times on a same object is illegal. We cannot start multiple custom thread on the same object. What the solution to this? We have to create separate custom thread for each object. Okay. Next, when I create multiple, if you want to create multiple custom thread for each start method, separate new object we have to create. If I create a separate thread object, in all the custom threads, same logic is executing, but I want to execute same logic with the different inputs. To execute same logic with the different inputs, then I have to pass that input as an argument to run method. Not possible. So we have to pass to a constructor, store in the class, and access via instance variable. Next, if I want to execute different logic, is it possible? No. Then we have to follow second model, that is multiple subclasses, multiple objects. Clear my point? And then last important point, when you're developing subtraction or addition logic, add a number of sum of 1 to 10 values, subtract 1 of 10 to values, multiply 1 of 10 values. If somebody asks, the initial variable must contains what? 1, and loop should starts with 2. This way you have to write the correct code. Then you will get correct results. Do you all understand now today's topic? Yeah. So tomorrow, so with this we completed what you call multi-thread programming. Okay, multi-thread programming completed. Now, if you open material, in material, all these programs with clear memory diagrams are there. Heap area, Java stacks area, threads, objects, everything is there. So can I expect all the people will practice and come?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Tomorrow, we are going to learn the second level of multi-threading. First level of multi-threading completed. Tomorrow, we are learning thread lifecycle states, thread execution, algorithms. 2 topics we are learning tomorrow class. Most important class. Okay. Don't miss tomorrow class. Thank you. That's all for today class. And every day class will be here only. Directly come here. Don't go to new building. Is it okay, this classroom? This is actually my original classroom. Okay. So because of some technical issues, till now we have class there. Okay, na? So tomorrow when you're coming to class, can I expect all the people will practice and come?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.